It's November, so I'm looking at some Game Boy Color games. Today we're looking at Mickey's Racing Adventure. This is a racing game with Mickey Mouse characters. I know, absolutely shocking. You use left and right to steer, B to use items if you bought them, and A to accelerate. About 50% of this game consists of racing. Now you might be wondering, well, this is a racing game, how is it not 100% racing? And the answer is because there's a ton of other random crap you gotta do. Yeah, you see, when they called it Mickey's Racing Adventure, they certainly weren't kidding about that part. Because you see, your goal is to win races and then earn tokens that you use to unlock more races, but in between all this, you have an overworld to explore, where you walk around, switch characters, find money, explore areas, buy car upgrades and stuff, etc. And you really can't ignore these aspects of the game either. See, the way it'll probably go down is that at the start of the game, you play as Mickey, and you do a couple of his races, but even after winning all of them, you won't have enough tokens to do his next race, so the game will tell you to switch to Minnie. But when you go to do Minnie's first race, you'll lose badly because you didn't upgrade your car. And when you go to upgrade your car, you'll find you need to wander around and collect more money. It's just a bunch of that throughout the whole game, so even though it's a racing game, you only spend about half of the game racing. Depending on how much patience you have, this can either be a cool game with a surprising amount of stuff to do, or it can be annoying and tedious. Personally, I kind of enjoyed it, although I got a little sick of it towards the end. As for the racing itself, it's actually pretty good. Controls feel right, and it's fun to race. The small screen sometimes means it's hard to see upcoming turns, but it's not a problem all that often. There's much worse games in that aspect on the Game Boy Color. I kinda wish this game had a free play mode, where you could just pick a character and pick a track and then race. Because all you really get is a story mode, it seems, and in the story mode you gotta walk all the way to someone's house when you want to change into them, and then you gotta walk all the way back to the train station to get to the races. And this gets annoying when I just want to do a couple of quick races, especially since every different character has their own set of tracks, so you have to keep walking back and forth if you want to switch between them. So, would I recommend Mickey's Racing Adventure? Well, I'll give it a solid maybe, because it's the kind of game that I think some people would actually be really surprised by, while other people will probably just hate it and find it tedious. I do think it's cool how much substance you get for what initially just seems like it's going to be a simple little racing game, but at the same time, some people might see that stuff as just pointless filler. I personally had a lot of fun with it at first, but towards the end of the game I kinda started to get tired of all the random side crap you gotta do. But still, I liked this game overall, so there's that. Give it a try if you think it looks interesting. Maybe you'll like it.